Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm really excited now. How are you today?
I'm very well, thanks. How did you get here?
I took a bus to get here. It takes about like 20 minutes from my place. It's not that far.
Where is your place?
My place is at Geumho. It's just across the river over there.
So, what is your name?
My name is Sungmin Chun, but you can call me Billy. It's my English name.
Why you chose Billy?
Sure, when I was in high school, my favorite act is writing a novel, and one main character name was Billy, so I choose it as my name. And most of my friends said I look like Billy, and so I really like my name.
Please tell me about yourself.
Sure. First of all, thank you for giving me such a great opportunity. I'm a right person for your company with Yusuf Kyung. And I used to work as a fashion editor in Korea and professional photographer in Singapore. From these experiences, I learned many things such as how to make teamwork better and how to serve my clients. If you allow me to be a cabin crew of your company, I will do my best to be a competent and professional cabin crew, and I will definitely bring Vietnamese culture to my passenger.
What is the duty as a fashion editor?
My duty was making a new article for the next issue and finding an interesting topic for my readers.
Why would you like to become a Vietnam Airlines cabin crew?
Because your company is a really fast growing company in Asia, and then it's one of the world's best airline. And then I felt that there are so many ways I can contribute my ability, so I choose Vietnam Airlines.
You worked as a fashion editor? How
Yes.
do I look?
Your look is really good, and I like your shirt and pants.
Cute.
I like the white color. White color can mingle with any of color, and then you can match with several shirts or t-shirts also.
I think that you have good fashion sense.
Thank you.
What has been your greatest achievement in your working history?
Well, when I'm working at the magazine field, we really need a new issue for the next month magazine. So my senior but my senior and editor-in-chief was really busy with their own work. So my senior asked me to suggest one idea, and I just pop up with one great issue that I named as 7 days. It means we choose one like your white pants. We can choose one white pants, and we can tell to our reader how to mix with any other shirts or t-shirts, and we can teach him using only one pants, wearing only one pants for whole week, but looks differently.
There is one pants and there are a lot of shirts.
Yes. So shirts or jacket or maybe any other accessories to make it look different. And then the next month when the magazine came out, I went to a bookstore, and when I'm looking at my own issue, I was really happy to see my own work. It's really great achievement for me.
What is the most difficulty in your life?
Difficulty in my life? My difficult thing is when I just started to study about photography, my father and my parents doesn't really want me to study about photography. Even though my father's hobby was photography, he never recommended me to study photography. But I have to try my best to get in the really famous art college in Korea, and I finally get it. And then after that, my parents was really happy that I get into really famous art college in Korea.
When you decide to be a cabin crew, what they think about what your parents think about that?
My parents always want me to work as a proper job as a as they can they can they can be really released about me, and then so and I have already overseas experiences a lot, so they were really happy that I'm choosing this job as my lifetime job.
So they agree that.
Yes.
Okay. And how will you manage in Vietnam's life?
Okay. Well, I've searched about Vietnam before when I get in this interview, and I found that the weather in Vietnam is really similar to Korea. For the north part of Vietnam, they have three seasons like a summer and become a spring and become a winter. So it's almost same weather as Korea. But south part of Vietnam is similar as Singapore. It's really hot for the 1 year. But I have already experienced this hot weather in Singapore, so I'm not really worried about living in Vietnam.
What about except the weather?
Except the weather, I have few friends in Vietnam already, and they always told me about the food. Food is really good, and every time when I want to eat some kind of rice noodle, I always go to Vietnamese restaurant. So it's also not a problem for me.
Then what is the most problem for you if you live in Vietnam? Everything is not problem for you, so what is the most
Problem for me.
biggest problem?
Well, I think I have to think about this, but I have already enough overseas experiences when I was in Singapore and Bangkok, and also I'm not really worried about weather or food right now. So maybe if I have a chance to become a cabin crew of your company, then I will encounter some problem when I'm living in Vietnam. But for right now, I don't think I will have a problem.
Alright.
Why did you apply our company? Because you lived a long time in Singapore. In my opinion, there are a lot of other airlines in Singapore. Why did you choose a airline in Singapore?
질문이 어렵다.
Why didn't I choose the Singapore airline working in
Yes.
Singapore? Honestly, Singapore airline they only hire permanent residents people. If I have a permanent resident of Singapore, I can get a job. But I was just a foreigner who living in Singapore, so I couldn't get a job in Singapore Airlines. And at the time, I was passionate to be a famous photographer, so I never think about becoming a cabin crew actually.
If you hired two airlines, Vietnam Airlines and others, which airlines would you like to go?
I could say I want to join as a Vietnamese cabin crew because as I said before, Vietnamese has a lot of potential and a lot of space that I can contribute my ability. So I think it's a really good company for myself.
What is your special ability?
I have two special ability. One is that from my previous job as a fashion editor, I always make a new idea for my readers, so I can utilize that ability to this company, and then I can make some kind of event or some kind of promotion for my customer. And also, I have a photography ability, and I think most of passengers who traveling with us we like to take a picture in the cabin in the flight. Then they always do the selfie themselves, but if I have a chance and if I have a camera, then I can take a picture for them instead of themselves.
So, tell me the last comment, please.
Well, I always have a job where I can interact with people, and it was my duty and it was my personality. So if I become a cabin crew of your company, I definitely bring that experiences and my personality in this job. So I hope to see you in the future.
Okay, thank you.